One of the hidden gems in college football, Merlin Olsen Field at Maverick Stadium in Logan, Utah. Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Washington State Cougars and the Utah State Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Washington State's head coach told me before the game, this wide receiver has been unstoppable all season. He will be a huge part of their game plan today. The quarterback might be young, but they have put some things into their offensive game plan to make sure they're able to get the ball to their star player. He's been tearing up defenses all season long. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cougars offense will go on the attack first. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Man, he was razor sharp last time out. Completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200-plus yards.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our...
Turning it on!
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll run for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Washington State going back to work on first down. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Voorhees. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. On the run, fires downfield. Picked off. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing the turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
Looking outside, it's Jacobs. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside. It's Jacobs. Maybe a crease. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Scanning the field, it's Hillstead. Finds his man, it's Jacobs. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The option look. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. Sweet spin. All the way. Touchdown, Utah State. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Back to pass. He'll pull it down. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on 2nd and short.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Makes the grab. It's Clemens.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Under fire. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Wazzu headed to the line with another first down. And wings it incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hawkins.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the ball's free in the backfield. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. The Cougars will try to pick it up on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Washington State. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Snags it quickly on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets a block. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Plows through the defense. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. He's got an open man.
And it's just nice, man, to have a big tight end that can work the middle of the field. Like, I can throw it over linebackers' heads, and he's big enough to really be a target before it gets to the safeties. And they run these post patterns, man, and when you throw them on time, they're extremely hard to stop.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And a lapse in concentration will back them up 5, but still a 1st and goal. Makes the grab.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Hillstead looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
He'll field the punt and take it back. And the returner will be brought down. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. There he goes. Got enough for the first. Running inside the 20. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Man, having a great back makes life so easy on your offense. It balances everybody out. It commits more guys to the box. And this guy all season long, he's in the top 10 in rushing for a reason. He's continued to make plays. You continue to trust him. This guy is a great running back.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Wazzu! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Jacobs. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to ride this running back. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jacobs. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Back to throw, it's Hillstead. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Crosses to 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Cougars just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. The run inside. It's Voorhees.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass on second down. Got his man.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Washington State has it all working right now. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Here's a little room there. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
Washington State going back to work on first down. Running inside. It's Voorhees. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss. It's 3rd and 5. On the ground, it's Voorhees. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Washington State. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a man. It's Hillstead. Finds his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 3 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's Kentucky engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Back now to your game in Logan. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team at Maverick Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah State sent against offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught, and he's got room. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Voorhees. There's some room. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And the defense did a really good job playing both plays. Slow playing the pass, coming up playing the run, doing a good job getting him on the ground. Now forcing the fourth down, decision time.
And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Rides to the back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Hawkins.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this.
Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Wazzu headed to the line with another first down. Takes the handoff. It's Voorhees. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's in, complete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Plucks it out of the air. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. On target. Touchdown, Cougars. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jacobs. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Hillstead. Unloads it downfield. He's got it at the 30. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This Utah State offense has it going. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Just watching the clock run out on this one, and we can turn our attention to what's in store for next week here in the midpoint of the season. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. The play action fake. Into the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. Might have a chance. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. On 1st and goal, let's see what Utah State calls. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw in that touchdown pass.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll run it again. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field.
It's a seam wide open. The 20. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. 1st and goal for the offense. Run in the red zone, it's Voorhees. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3, now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Washington State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Utah State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Direct snap. Fighting off the defender.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And they'll knock him down.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively.
Finding some room. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense trying to take it back. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Listen, there's so many athletic quarterbacks now that do the design runs. I got to make them pay. I got to physically hit him as hard as I can, as many opportunities as I get.
Snags it, and there's running room.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. They want that clock to run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly.
Oh, he's got some space. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Voorhees. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. So now it's 2nd and long. The sure hands, it's Clemens. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. Washington State will come to the line with a 1st and goal. No, he got loose.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. At the 35, he's got room. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The give out of the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Quarterback Keith makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Clemens. Right down the gut of the field. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm